Okay, we're going to cover more of the homosexual guild that is almost in full control of Washington and the state houses. You want to be a governor? You want to be a congressman? You want to be a president? You better. Well, they're even mad at the ones that like women part of the time. And that's discriminatory against those of us that, that like women. I mean, I'm not here hating anybody, but we're seeing this more and more, and we know this has happened in other civilizations. Very, very bizarre. We have the head of ALIPAC on with us, William Gheen, the leader of Americans for Legal Immigration PAC, ALIPAC.us. But I noticed that Graham has now announced that he's pulling out of the carbon tax bill for now. He'd supported the open border amnesty bill, but he's now angry, and it looks like it's time to your announcement.
Well, the announcement is Senator Lieberman announced through CNN yesterday that Senator Graham has made it clear 7 days after my speech asking him to come forward with his homosexuality. Senator Graham has announced through Lieberman that he will not support comprehensive immigration reform amnesty in 2010. And according to Senator Lieberman, he believes that kills the bill for 2010. So I hit him, and he backed up.
This is Excelsior.
Well, it was a rough road getting here. I want you to know that after I made that speech, I was under such a barrage of hateful messaging coming up from the 27-year-old and under crowd, Comedy Central crowd, where I was called almost everything in the book, including many things I couldn't even suggest on your radio show. Stephen Colbert got on the air in front of the country, said that I was a man that liked to lay down in the urinal at Mets games and let other men urinate on me and pretend to be the toilet cake. And I listened to all this hubbub and all this fiery stuff and took it completely calmly, didn't lose any sleep over it, because I knew that I'd hit the nail on the head, and I knew that the fervent reaction was an attempt to scare me and to scare other people away from me and scare other people to never do what it was that I had just done.
This could bring down the empire that's been set up in Washington by all these guys up there with all our money having such a good time with their male escorts. And absolutely, in fact, I was mentioning the carbon tax. He came out Saturday and said he's pulling out of the carbon tax. Sunday and said he's pulling out of the immigration bill. I guess they don't have that Trump card on him anymore, because why would he politically kill himself in his conservative state when he was already close to losing and very low in the polls because he was doing things that were so un-American?
Well, never be able to prove it in a court of law, but I put it out there, and the man backed up. And, of course, the people that have been jumping all over my case will never tell, the world that Graham backed up. But once again, if only one life is saved. But the other message that I wanted to send to these people in Washington, D.C., is that I'm calling for a peaceful political revolution. And when I said the words revolution in 3 different cities in 3 days during the Tea Parties, Alex, the crowd went wild by the thousands. That's what Americans want, is they want a revolution, and I really believe we have a chance to do it here in 2010 peacefully, politically, a velvet revolution. But I wanted to send the message, these people in D.C. who want to get their dirty deeds, nation-transfiguring stuff out of the way before they face the electorate, that my sleeves are up, and I'm going to say whatever it is I want to say, because I'm a red-blooded American. I am a free man, and I am going to say whatever it is I want to say, and I am going to say whatever it takes and do whatever it takes to stop these people from wrecking this country.
Well, William, we appreciate your courage, and there's no doubt that where there's smoke, there's fire, and this is going on all over D.C., and these people are compromised. And the media tried to spin it that you were criticizing gay people, when all you were pointing out is they're using this as one of the main tools of blackmail. We're going to go to break and talk about the State of the Union, what just happened in Arizona, where you see things going. But before we go to the break, your inside sources in D.C., I mean, the word is Graham's just running around on the strip. I mean, he's on the street. He's running around in parks. I mean, is that the intel you got?
He's completely protected. He can kiss his gay lover good morning and goodbye at the door, and no one's ever going to say anything, because even if you and I had the pictures, it wasn't going to be able to you wouldn't be able to get it out. But because I did it on his doorstep in Greenville, South Carolina, and let the tape leak, I let someone else leak it, so they thought they had something. on me, and then I released the full version of the speech with the other contextual information that we want Americans to know, such as illegal immigration being a plan to create an economic bloc and blah, blah, blah. Then we released it on them. The fire was already spreading, and thanks to divine providence, it got out to tens and who knows how many millions of Americans that the story got to, because if people had never heard it, you wouldn't, Graham would have no incentive to stop his behavior or tell the people that might be influencing him.
Well, you expose the blackmail, and a few days later he capitulates. Stay there. We're going to come right back and talk about the State of the Union, take phone calls, and a lot more with our guests. He's with ALIPAC.us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
What's your home worth? How can you compare local real estate agents? And how do you get MLS listings for the entire country? If you're thinking of buying a home to take advantage of the tax credit or selling your house, you first need to see an incredible website called HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com will help you find a realtor to buy or sell a home. It's so easy, and best of all, it's free. At HomeGain.com, you can compare realtors anonymously, receive customized proposals, see consumer reviews, then select the best realtor for you. Go to HomeGain.com and get an instant home value estimate, view comparable homes, and check out street views. HomeGain.com has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and contains a wealth of information, like their home improvement tool that helps you determine which home improvements to make to increase your home's value. See the top 12 home improvements right now at HomeGain.com. That's HomeGain.com. Look for Max, the orange HomeGain gorilla, to help you find a realtor or with any other real estate needs you might have at HomeGain.com, your real estate connection.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support this radio broadcast and television transmission and the news websites, Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, that when you do support us, you also support alternative media and venues for the information you're hearing to get out on. We're gaining 2 to 3 affiliates a week. We're keeping all of our affiliates. XM's picked us up 6 days a week because this information sounded radical 10 years ago or even a year ago. It isn't radical now. The people know we're in trouble. And I just want to ask listeners to financially support us by buying the books, the T-shirts, the ball caps, the videos. All of it is about getting the message out at Infowars.com. We've released 2 new films in the last 2 weeks. Invisible Empire, New World Order Defined, that, by the way, covers the gay pedophile scandals and how they control and blackmail people. long before this came out, this new information. That's about 15 minutes of the 2-hour, 20-something minute film. We have Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA, showing this control grid being built for the American people. Both of those on DVD at Infowars.com. And I want to thank you all for your support. Again, you can go to Infowars.com to peruse the online video bookstore / Patriot Apparel area, or you can call toll-free 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. William Gheen, who heads up ALIPAC.us, really the premier group that is exposing